part of your question?
I was just talking about the voiceless people in the world, people like Sahrawi and then many other people who are fighting for their rights in the world, and how could they make their voice heard around the world?
Well, you know, there are people who are more expert than I in terms of the usage of media, internet. You know, they can advise, but because today, you know, I know from our experience, 20 years ago, maybe more, I met with a French journalist sharing a meal in a rundown restaurant in Paris. He was talking to me about how to smuggle Super 8mm cameras into his steamer. And his program actually is called something Super 8. And I thought, wow, this is really modern technology. Well, that is completely passé. You talk to the people in the teenagers never heard of Super 8mm camera. There are many other faster. Even myself today, I have to confess, I'm technologically ignorant. And this morning, woke up very early. I went to the internet, and because unfortunately, I didn't have too many emails. People seem to have forgotten about me. I didn't get many emails to read. I read quickly the few emails I got, and I said, well, let me check YouTube. And I decided to check Ramos Horta on YouTube. I was totally surprised. There's so many things about me on the YouTube. These speeches I gave in New York a few months ago, and an interview with Al Jazeera. It was there on YouTube. I said, who put all this? So anyway, some people know more about this than me. I'm still in 19th century technology when it comes to it. But one thing I can tell you, I shared with you what I told a Palestinian student in London 4 years ago. I was given a speech in the LSE, London School of Economics. A young Palestinian came to talk to me, and he said, how come Timor is so small and you will achieve independence? We've been fighting for more than 50 years and no result. I told him I never like to lecture any other group about how to conduct its struggle, or how I don't like to judge people because of their policies, their behavior, because each of us influenced by the realities we live in, the experiences we have, bad and good. But I told him, with your useless Katyusha rockets, you annoy the Israelis, you give them plenty of ammunition to carry out massive retaliation on you, destroy your infrastructure, destroy your people. You are fighting a losing battle this way. That's what I said. Because I said, if we in East Timor, all these years, we had succumbed to desperation, to anger, and they start harming innocent Indonesian civilians, because there are tens of thousands in Timor. People were angry because they took the best jobs, the best land. I told him, I would never be part of it. I would have quit the struggle, because I would never be part of a struggle, a cause that used as a method, as a tactic to harm innocent civilians, hoping that by harming the civilians, the wives, the children, you affect the army and the country and so on. I would never be part of it. So that's our experience. And then I said, you are 4 million people. If you were to pursue the Mahatma Gandhi civil disobedience, you would paralyze the entire Israeli economy. You would bring Israel to a standstill. You would inspire millions of Israelis themselves. Because I remember in 1982, in the Shabra Shatila massacre in the camps in southern Lebanon, the first people who went to the streets in protest were Israelis. 400,000 Israelis in the street demanding the trial of Ariel Sharon, who was responsible. and the Israelis were not even directly responsible. It was the Lebanese Phalangist army that entered the camps and massacred the Palestinians. But the Israelis allowed it to happen. So you would inspire Israelis and millions of people around the world. With these tactics, you go nowhere. So be it Palestinians or be it the Tamils in the past or any other group, when you choose as tactic some of the tactics of your adversary which you condemn, well, you lose. I would not be here today, Tim would not be free, if we had embarked on some of the tactics that were espoused by TLT in Sri Lanka or some of the factions of the Palestinian movement. I have to clarify, because these tactics are not shared by all Palestinians or any other situation.